So students, we are going to start the activity which you will understand, by which you will understand whether the velocity of the speed which is given here, which is uniform or not. Okay. So the activity says Amar, Akbar and Anthony are traveling in a different car. See, they are getting, traveling with the individual car, and they have the different velocities, means they are traveling with different velocities. The distance covered by them during the different time interval are given in the following table. On that basis, we had to decide whether the Amar, Akbar and Anthony are traveling with uniform motion or not. Okay, that we had to discuss. So for first condition, I am just asking one simple question to Nihar. What is uniform motion? That we already discussed now.
Sir, sir, if the
Yes.
body travels equal distances in equal intervals
Yes.
of time.
When distance traveled by the object is equal in equal interval of time, then it is called as uniform motion. Okay. So see, first we have to check whether time is given, which is uniform or not. So they start traveling at 5 o'clock. See here we have 5 o'clock, and the next reading is taken at 5:30. So difference is for 30 minutes. Then 5:30 to 6, again the difference is of 30 minutes. Then 6 to 6:30, again difference is 30 minutes. Then 6:30 to 7, it is again difference of 30 minutes. Then 7 to 7:30, there is again difference of 30 minutes. And last but not the least, it is 7:30 to 8, again there is a difference of 30 minutes. Is it every time there is a different, same interval of time is given? That means it is the equal interval of time. We have here equal interval of time. Interval of time. Okay. Now we have to check the distance covered by Amar. See here we have Amar, then we have Akbar, and then we have Anthony. Okay, so first we have to check the distance traveled by Amar is uniform or not. So it started, its initial velocity is 0 and then increases to 20. So difference between 0 to 20 is 20. Then 20 to 40 is again 20. 40 to 60 is again 20. Then 60 to 80 again 20. 80 to 100 again 20, and 100 to 120, it is again the difference is 20 kilometer. So see, each time the distance, if we are calculating and we are taking difference from one point to another, it is of 20. That means it is the equal distance traveled by Amar. Is it or not? So it is equal distance. Equal distance. For which? For whom? For Amar. So we can say Amar travels equal distance in equal interval of time. That means Amar is traveling with uniform velocity. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have to check for Akbar now. So Akbar's initial velocity is 0 and increases to 18. So the difference is 18. Then 18 to 36, again 18. Then 36 to 42. How much the difference? It is of 6. So by here we can identify that the distance traveled by Akbar is not uniform. Is it? So we have to write here unequal distance. Unequal distance traveled by whom? Akbar. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That means Akbar is traveling with non-uniform motion. Now we have to check for Anthony. See, it started initial velocity. Anthony starts its velocity from 0. So 0 to 14 is the difference is of 14. Then 14 to 28 again 14. 28 to 42 again 14. 42 to 56 again 14. 56 to 70 again 14. And last but not the least 70 to 84 is again 14. That means again Anthony is traveling with the uniform velocity because it covers equal distance also. So I'm writing here equal distance. So by this activity we can understand that Anthony and Amar, they are traveling equal distance in equal interval of time. That means they are traveling with the uniform velocity, whereas Akbar is traveling with Akbar travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. That means he is traveling with non-uniform motion. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
So understood this concept, how to
Yes,
measure,
sir.
yes, how to identify whether they are traveling with uniform or non-uniform motion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we had to write the conclusion for that. So I'm writing conclusion over here. So in given activity, in given activity, Amar and Anthony travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. Hence they are traveling with, they are in uniform motion. They are in uniform motion. Whereas Akbar is traveling with
We
this.
can also write they're traveling with constant velocity, right?
Yes. We can say the constant acceleration. No, velocity is increases, no? No, yes, velocity is remain constant.
Constant velocity,
Yes,
right?
yes. Always it is 20, 20, 20 and 14, 14. So it is constant. It is a distance traveled by given here. This is nothing but the distance. Okay. So motion, whereas Akbar is traveling unequal distance in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. That means Akbar is in non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Okay, understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
No,
Any
sir.
doubt? Oh, no. Okay, so I want you all to take a screenshot for that. Okay. So now we are going to understand the distance time graph for uniform motion. And we know what is uniform motion, that we have already gone through the activity, which is nothing but when an object travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is called as uniform motion. So for that we have to understand the distance time graph. So here the distance time graph we have, and the example like activity we have here. The following table shows the distance covered by the car in fixed time interval. So for that we have to draw the graph for distance against the time taking along with y-axis and distance along with x-axis and distance along with y-axis. In the figure it is 1.5 is given over here. Okay, so first we have to understand what is distance time graph. So anybody can answer what is distance time graph? Yes.
Sir, it is used to calculate the speed of any object.
No, we are not. I'm just asking what will be the definition for distance time graph. The graph which is drawn uh, for distance against time is called as distance time graph. Distance time graph. Okay, understood everyone? What is distance time graph? Everyone understood what is distance time graph?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
do reply it down. Okay, so now we have to check whether the
So what is the meaning of distance against time?
see, we are drawing the graph with distance and we have taken distance on y-axis.
Yes,
This
sir.
is yes, this is the distance, and we are drawing that graph against the time, and we have taken time in x. So we are getting coordinate point for the drawing graph. We had to have like coordination point for x-axis as well as y-axis. That's
Yes.
why we have written here distance against time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So it
Yes.
just represents the two axes.
Yes. Okay, so now we had to like decide the scale. So already here, like in x-axis, first we will decide for the x-axis. So in x-axis we have time, which is in second, and we have taken like 1 centimeter equals to 10 second. So here we have to write in scale in x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 10 second. So we have to decide the scale also. And in y-axis, see the distance which is given in meter. So for 1 centimeter, we have taken distance of 20 meters. So in y-axis, 1 centimeter equals to 20 meter. Okay, understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we have to draw the first. See, for the first coordinate here, we have for x-axis, this is for x-axis time, and distance is for y-axis. So we have to identify coordinate for x and y. So first coordinate we have for both, it is 0 and 0. So the coordinate point will be 0 and 0. So that point will come over here, 0 and 0. Then we have 10 and 15. Second, we have 10 and 15. So I'm writing here 10 and 15. Wait a second. 10 and 15. This is second one. So 10 is in time graph over here, and 15 will come. See, this is the 20. So it will, and this is the 10. So it will come over here. So second, I'm drawing point here. Okay, this is the point for 10 and 15. The next point we have 20 and 30. So we have 20 and 30 next coordinate. So 20 is for x-axis and 30 is for y-axis. So point will come here. See here we will have 30 and here we will have 20. So the point intersection will be over here. So that will be our third point, third coordinate, which is for 20 and 30. Next we have 30 and 45. So 30 we have here and 40 and this is the 50. So 45 will come over here. So that point will be the intersecting point for both. So here we have, this is that one. Okay, that point will be 30 and 45. So here coordinate will be 30 and 45. Next 40 and 60. 40 for x and 60 for y axis. So here we have 40 and here we have 60. So that intersecting point will be the coordinate point. So here we have 40 and here we have 60, that point over here. Okay. Next point, we have 50 and 75. So 50 we have over here and we have 75. So 75 will come in between here. So that will be our intersecting point. So 760, 7 over here. So you are getting each point.
Yes, sir. We're getting each point.
Okay. Next. So it is 50 and 75 is the coordinate for that. And now we have 60 and 90. We have 60 and 90. Next coordinate. So 60 again on x-axis and 90 on y-axis. So between 80 and 100 we have 90. So 90 will come over here. So intersection point will be 90. So for 90 we have over here this one. And last we have 70 and 105. 70 and 105. So where is 70? Here we have 70 and 105. This is 110. So 105 will come over here in between. So that point will be our coordinate point. So we have here it is 110. So 105 will come over here. That point. Okay. Now we have to draw the line which is going through all the points. Okay, so let me draw the line, straight line. Okay, this is the straight line beta. Okay, and all the points they are coming on the same line over here. Is it? Yes. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So see what this line represents. This line represents the positive slope. That positive slope represents the uniform motion, which, or we can say the positive uniform motion means every time the velocity is increases by the equal distance. Okay, so that's why it is a positive slope. Positive slope. Okay, so this is all about the distance time graph for uniform motion. Okay, now take a screenshot, beta, everyone. Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. For everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Sir, is that positive snap? What is that, sir?
it is a slope, SLOPE.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what is the formula for slope?
Okay, wait a second. I'm just going to write about the positive slope. Wait a second. Wait a second. Here,
Okay.
I'm just writing here. Okay, see, this graph shows that the graph shows that what is shown by the graph?
So object is traveling in uniform speed.
Object is traveling in a constant increasing uniform motion with a positive slope.
Okay, what else?
Slope is positive.
Slope is positive. Okay, okay. See, the graph shows that the uniform motion. The graph shows that an object is in uniform motion. Uniform motion. Uniform motion, where it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Thus, you know that graph between, thus the graph between, the graph between distance and time is straight line, is straight line along with positive slope. Positive slope. Okay. This is nothing but the conclusion for that distance time graph for uniform motion. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So what does that straight line indicate? That straight line indicates there is that object which is moving along with the uniform motion. That means it travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay. So wait a second. And
Sir, I have a small doubt.
yes, beta.
Sir, is there any possibility for an object to move in a intervals, like equal distance in unequal intervals of time?
That will be non-uniform. We'll discuss after that.
Okay.
Okay. So see the positive slope. See the formula which is in your mathematics part. The positive slope. You know the formula for the positive slope is it is y equals to mx plus c. Okay, it is y equals to mx plus c. This is the formula for positive slope. But it is not going to use here. It will going to use on the geometry mathematical part. Geometry. It will
Sir,
use there.
so there's no other formula for slope.
For positive slope,
Yes, sir.
see whatever it is in uniform and it is in increasing or decreasing. See, we had two type of slope. One is for positive, which is for positive acceleration, and if we will get negative slope, that will be for if negative slope along with the straight line, that will be for negative acceleration. Or if any line which is parallel to time axis, that will be there is no acceleration, which will be for the zero acceleration. We will understand that also one by one. We will discuss all the graph. Okay.
Sir, now I remember, sir, our teacher told on formula for slope that she told us it's difference in y coordinates divided by difference in x coordinate. That's what she said, I guess.
Um, both the
Sir, they
coordinate.
took like, sir, for my teacher, what they said was they took two instances in time and distance, like 20 to 40 or 40 to 80. They
Uh-huh.
defined the lowest one as D1 and same for T1, T2. and they drew corresponding perpendicular lines from T1 and T2 to the slope and named it as A and B, sir.
Now we have to discuss about the distance time graph for non-uniform motion. So here we had to draw the graph for non-uniform motion. So we had to go through that activity which is given here. The following table shows that the distance covered by the bus in equal time interval. So the distance will be unequal. So for that we have to draw the graph for distance against the time taken, and we have to take time along with x-axis and distance along with y-axis. Okay, and we have to conclude that graph also after the we are getting the slope or not. Okay, so I'm going to draw the graph. Wait a second. Uh-oh. Okay, so here we have x-axis. So we have to write x-axis here, and here we have y-axis. So in x-axis, we have to decide the scale first. Scale.
Sir, for x-axis we can take 5 and for y-axis we can take 10.
For time 5, yes, time we have to take 5. So here I'm taking time.
Sir, y-axis I took 10.
Yes. So that line, the black one, is exactly on that particular point.
Sir, could you repeat?
That y-axis is on exact line or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think it is now. No, it is still have to still here. Yes, no. Okay, so here we have to take distance. And here we have to take time. Okay, so on here we are taking, this is the 0. So this will be 5, this will be 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, we have 30 and 35. And on y-axis we have to take 0 here, then 10, then 20, then 20, here we have 30, here we have 40, here we have 50, here we have 60. So we'll draw till 60 only. Okay, 60 is here. Okay, so now we had to write scale first. So in x-axis, 1 centimeter equals to 5 seconds. So we have taken time in second. We write second here. It is 5 seconds. In y-axis, 1 centimeter equals to how much? 10.
10.
10 meter. Okay, so let me little zoom that. Yes. Okay. So now we have to draw the graph. So for first point, we have coordinate 0 and 0. So that point will come over here.
Yes.
Then we have 5 to 7. 5 is on x-axis here and 7 is just below the 10. So let me again zoom in so that we will get exact point. Okay. So here we have 5. So 10, so 7 will be over here, approximate. Then we have, so coordinate will be 5 and 7, that coordinate point. Then we have 10 and 12. So 10 is on x-axis, time we are taking on x and distance on y-axis. So 10 and 12. So here we have 10 and here we have 10, 11, 12. So that point. Then we have 15 and 20. 15 and 20. So 15 is here and 15 and 20. So 20 is over here, that one. Then we have 20, 15, 20 and 30. 20 and 30. So here we have 20 and here we have 30, that point. Then we have 25 and 41. 25 and 41. So again here we have 25 and 41, 40, here we have 41, that point. Then we have 30 and 50. So here we have 30 and here we have 50. Here that point. So 30 and 50, that point. Then we have 35 and 58. So 35 here we have and 58 is just below the 60. So here we have 60. So point will come over here. Yeah. Now we have to draw the line. I think we are not going to have a straight line. So I'm just going through the rough line like this. Is it straight line?
No, sir.
No, sir. It's not
So
a straight line.
this is not the straight line.
Sir, if it is not straight line, it is said to be in non-uniform motion.
Yes, yes. If it is not straight line, then it is non-uniform motion. Yes. Okay. So now we have to conclude that part also. Okay. So here the distance graph shows that the graph shows that the unequal distance traveled by bus. It is bus, no? Yes, it is bus. Bus in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time. Thus, after comma, thus, the graph shows that unequal distance traveled by bus in equal interval of time. Thus, the graph do not have straight line. Understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Therefore, the bus is in non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. Okay, so this is the distance time graph for non-uniform motion. So again, I want you all to take a screenshot for that and do practice by drawing the graph at home so that you will get perfection in that. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Done, sir. Screenshot taking done.
Yes. Wait a second. Okay. Now take a screenshot. This box is only for distance time graph for non-uniform motion.
Done, sir.
Done. Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubt in today's session?
No doubt, sir.